Okay, next natin, sa Go Food group natin or yung sources natin, fats and carbohydrates. Again, it give our body heat and energy. Mga example po niyan, food enriched in carbohydrates and yun mga rich in carbohydrates, yung mga rice, corn, bread, oatmeals, needle, potatoes, kamote, and cassava. Food rich in sugar din, kasama din po yan sa Go Food. Cakes, candies, honey, jam, and ice cream. Yan yung nagbibigay sa atin ng energy, okay, to do everyday tasks. Next natin, Glow Food. Ito naman yung mga body regulating food. This food that keep all organs working and in good condition, help in fighting common illnesses. So this food are rich in vitamins and minerals. Example, yung mga greeny leafy vegetable natin and fruits. Sa Glow Food po, it regulates and protect our body. Again, it regulates and protect our body. Glow Food are rich in minerals and vitamins. Minerals rich food are yung milk, cheese, mga fish, shellfish, such as yung mga oyster natin and yung shrimp, mussels, clams, seaweeds, lobster, mongo sprouts, soybeans, mga soy milk, cashew, peanuts, onions, ayan. Yan yung mga example natin, mga rich, mineral-rich food. Next naman yung mga vitamin-rich food, yan yung mga greeny leafy natin. Okay, yung mga vegetable, yellow fruit, vegetable egg yolk, liver, potatoes, mungo, sprout, peanuts, cashew nuts, soybeans, and madami pang iba. Okay? So again, si Grow Food, yan yung ayan. These are food that make the body grow. Okay, yan yung function niya. Sa Go Food naman, it give our body heat and energy. Okay, give us energy we need in doing every task. Sa Glow Food naman, it regulates and protect our body. Okay, next natin, proteins. So sa protein, it is essential for growth and repair of body tissue since they constitute the major part of body's building block. So ang proteins building block po natin is amino acid. Again, amino acid are the building blocks of protein. Okay? Vital in regulation of body processes. The source are fish, poultry, meat, eggs, and dry beans. When dietary protein is deficient, there is a failure of growth and development in infants and in children or loss of body tissue in adult. Again, protein, meron siyang building blocks, okay, which is the amino acid. Amino acid are the building blocks of protein. Okay, it is an important component of every cell in the body. Hair and nails are mostly made of proteins. Your body uses protein to build and repair the tissue. Okay, again, si protein ginagamit natin kaya nga siya building block. Especially kasi may amino acid siya. Okay, building block si amino acid. Protein to build and repair the tissue. Okay? So yung your body uses protein again nga to build and repair tissue, and also pwede din natin pong gamitin si protein para gumawa ng enzyme, ng hormones and other body chemicals. And protein important siya. Okay, protein is an important building block sa bones, sa muscle, sa cartilage, sa skin and sa blood. And yung protein energy malnutrition natin kapag mababa ang level ng protein natin sa katawan, they may lead to malnutrition. Meron tayong dalawang condition ng protein energy malnutrition, which is kwashiorkor and marasmus. Okay, unahin natin si marasmus. Si marasmus, fixed deficiency. Tandaan, si marasmus, deficient siya both protein and calories. Again, both protein and calories, deficient si marasmus, resulting in severe wasting in infant. Body weight is low, is below 60% of that expected age. The infant looks old, has thin sparse hair and pallid and apathetic. Lacks skin fat and has abnormal temperature. So mamaya iisa-isahin natin kung ano ba yung difference ng marasmus and kwashiorkor. So next natin we have kwashiorkor. Sa kwashiorkor, ang deficient naman sa kanya is protein and energy. Again, a form of malnutrition due to diet deficiency in protein and energy, producing food common among certain American tribes. So sa marasmus, deficient both protein and calories. Kay kwashiorkor, deficiency protein and energy. And si kwashiorkor, nagde-develop siya ng after prolonged breastfeed, the child is weaned onto an inadequate traditional family diet. So meron tayong 10 difference between kwashiorkor and marasmus. So sa kwashiorkor, laging tandaan, ayun nga, deficient siya sa protein and energy. Okay? Yan. Protein and energy si kwashiorkor. Kung titingnan, no, si kwashiorkor mataba. And usually, tandaan, may edema na present dyan. Ibig sabihin kasi, ang protein natin, especially the albumin po, siya yung pinaka-highest concentration ng protein natin, si albumin. So, ang nangyayari kasi, si albumin is associated siya with our oncotic pressure or osmotic pressure. So, ang nangyayari, di ba, sa oncotic pressure, ang ginagawa niya, it push the water toward inside the blood vessel. Or, si oncotic pressure, it help keeping the water inside the blood vessel. So, kung mababa si albumin po natin, mababa din si osmotic pressure natin. Okay? Kasi, sa blood vessel, nandyan yung mga albumin natin. Kung mababa si albumin, wala na pong magpupush ng water toward inside papasok sa blood vessel natin. So mawawala na din or mababa na din po yung osmotic pressure natin. Kung mababa si osmotic pressure, ang nangyayari po, okay, kasi water, di ba, water ang binabalance or kinikip ng albumin natin or yung osmotic pressure natin. Kung mababa yan, yung water natin, mababa din. Yung iba na water natin, nagli-leak outside. Okay? Dahil wala na tayong osmotic pressure, yung mga water na pumapasok sa blood vessel natin, lumalabas or nagli-leak po outside the blood vessel. Okay? So, ang nangyayari, yung water na nagli-leak na yon, na-accumulate siya extravascularly. Okay, sa labas ng blood vessel natin, na-accumulate yung mga water na nalilik from the blood vessel. Doon na po pumapasok yung edema. Okay? Kaya po mababa si kwashiorkor or may edema na present po kay kwashiorkor. Hindi kay marasmus kasi, ito kasi protein and energy, 'di ba? Protein and energy. Hindi ka magkakaroon ng or hindi mo magagamit yung osmotic pressure nang wala kang energy. Okay? So kung mababa si protein, deficiency energy, nangyari, nag-a-accumulate po tayo ng water extravascularly. Okay? Kaya nagiging edema or edema, manas yung itsura ng mga bata. Unlike kay marasmus, deficient siya ng protein and calories. So usually hindi po or walang accumulation ng water sa kanya kasi sapat naman po si energy, di ba? Sapat naman yung energy natin na hindi mag-leak yung water outside the blood vessel. Kaya si edema absent po kay marasmus. Okay? Yan yung mga malnutrition natin, no? Malnutrition sa proteins natin. Kapag mababa si proteins, pag proteins and energy, kwashiorkor, kapag marasmus, protein and calories, proteins and calories, marasmus po. Okay, next natin. We have carbohydrates. So, ano ang pinagkaiba ng protein sa carbohydrates? Alam nyo, same lang naman sila. Si protein, tandaan, ang chemical sulat talaga niya, CHON. Okay, sa protein, sa protein, ganito ang sinusulat natin sa protein. CHON. Pag carbohydrates naman, CHO lang. So, ang difference nila is yung nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen compound. Okay, yan yung difference ng carbohydrates and ng proteins natin. Nitrogen po. Okay, main source of energy for man, si carbohydrates. Kasi dito din nanggagaling ang glucose po natin, no? Okay, main source of energy for man, there are 3 major types of dietary carbohydrates: starch, sugar, and fiber. It modulates the production of insulin and other hormones as well as synthesis of lipoproteins and cholesterol. So, kung kanina, si protein is meron siyang amino acid which is the building block ng proteins natin. Ito, si carbohydrate, meron din siyang building blocks. Meron siyang building blocks which is the yung cholesterol natin. Okay? I mean yung yung cholesterol natin. Cholesterol, meron siyang building blocks of steroids. Then, cholesterol is a building blocks of steroid hormones po natin. Okay? Building block of steroid hormones. Building block of cholesterol, yung steroid hormones po natin. Okay? Ayan. So, dito tayo sa lipoprotein. So, generally, in lipoprotein po, yung mga lipids natin, okay, yung mga lipids natin, they are water insoluble. Again, yung mga lipids natin, mga water insoluble. So, ibig sabihin nun, hindi siya umiikot sa circulation natin. Okay? Kasi yung blood natin is mainly composed or made of water. So kung insoluble siya, hindi siya pwedeng umikot dun sa circulation kasama ng mga blood natin. Okay? So para makaikot siya or para ma-transport po yung ating mga lipids, okay? Ating mga lipids dyan. Yung mga ating mga lipids, kailangan natin ng magta-transport, okay? Para ma-transport po yung mga lipids natin, kailangan natin ng carrier, which is yun po yung lipoproteins. Again, yung mga lipids natin, mga water insoluble po sila. So hindi sila umiikot doon sa circulation kasi yung circulation natin, mga dugo po dyan, di ba? Mga blood po yun nandyan na nagsisirculate. Si blood po is mainly made up of water. So kung mainly made up of water sila, hindi sila makakaikot ng circulation, kailangan nila, para ma-transport po yung mga lipids natin, kailangan ng carrier. Yung carrier na po yun, ang tawag po doon is lipoproteins. Okay? Dietary fiber provides bulk result in the modulating of peristalsis movement and the prevention of constipation. So meron tayong mga dietary fibers can classified as soluble and insoluble. Okay? Mga soluble, syempre nadidissolve po yan sa water, kaya nga siya soluble. Okay? Dissolve in water to form a gel within the digestive tract and serves to slow the rate of which food passes to the small intestine, found in beans and some fruits like apple and some grains like oats and barley. So yung mga fibers natin, okay, yung mga fibers natin, type of carbohydrates that cannot digest by the body. Okay, again, mga fibers, yan yung mga type of carbohydrates that cannot digest by the body. Kaya kung titignan, no, kapag nag-fecalysis tayo, may mga fibers tayo, may mga vegetable fibers kasi nga po, hindi na digest ng katawan natin yung mga fibers na yun. Okay? Yung mga soluble, again, dissolved in water, can help lower glucose level and cholesterol level. Yung soluble. Yung mga soluble fibers natin. Can help lower glucose level and cholesterol level. Okay, yung mga insoluble naman, yung mga insoluble naman po, insoluble, it has lowering effect because it increases production of short-chain fatty acid by fermentation in a large intestine. This fiber increases bulk in the GI tract and promotes GI motility, hastening movement of guts content found in vegetable and whole wet grain. So sa insoluble, syempre hindi po sila or that's not dissolved in water. Okay? Sa insoluble can help food move through the digestive system. Ayun nga ang sabi. Okay? It promotes GI motility. Okay? Can help food move through the digestive system and promoting regularity and preventing constipation yung mga insoluble fibers natin. Again, it's nagpo-promote siya ng regularity sa pagdumi and ma-prevent yung constipation natin. Ayan yung help ng insoluble fibers po natin. So next natin na macronutrients, we have fats. So sa fats, essential nutrient beneficial if consumed in the right amount and if is of the right type. Concentrated source of energy. Tandaan, concentrated source of energy si fats. Provide essential fatty acid, also help absorb and stored fat soluble vitamins. So fats na yan usually nagagamit lang natin yan. Example natin dyan sa fats, si triglyceride, no? Si triglyceride, isa nga siyang fats. Si triglyceride nagagamit po yan kung wala na tayong glycogen. Glycogen yan yung storage. Okay, yan yung na-stored na glucose natin sa katawan, si glycogen. Kung wala na tayong stored na glucose sa katawan, si fats or si triglyceride na po ang magfa-function or si triglyceride na po ang magre-release ng energy sa atin or ng nutrients sa atin para magkaroon tayo ng energy po. Okay? Kaya siya concentrated source of energy si fats, especially yung triglyceride nga natin. Okay, so meron tayo, sinabi nga meron tayong government agency para sa storage and disposal of radioactive waste. So meron tayong isang agency, okay? Sila yung nagmamandate to advance and regulate the safe and peaceful application of nuclear science and technology in the Philippines. So, yung agency na yun po yung Philippine Nuclear Research Institute. PNRI. PNRI is Philippine Nuclear Research Institute. It is the sole agency of the government mandated to advance and regulate the safe and peaceful application of nuclear science and technology in the Philippines. Okay? Next natin. Okay, mga sanitary housing. Okay, next naman natin mga sanitary housing. Okay, it includes the field of housing related to separate dwelling units, apartments, hotels, public building, mobile homes, and trailer camps. Also include the general artificial and natural environment for work, play, and general living. It includes the whole field of protection of human being for rigor of the elements as well as rodents, dust, dirt, odor, accident, and other detrimental impacts of the environment on people. Okay, sanitary housing. Sanitary housing is the production of housing depend on law of supply and demand and has been closely linked to the economical ability of individuals and family to afford the product. So meron tayong 4 basic principle to be considered in healthful housing. So ang unang-una na dyan, yung mga fundamental physiologic needs natin. Okay, mga fundamental physiologic needs, fundamental psychological needs naman, yung pangalawa, protection against contagion, protection against accident. So, una, isa-isahin natin. Yung fundamental physiologic needs, ito, maintain niya yung thermal environment that will avoid undue heat loss of human body and permit adequate heat loss from human body. Provision of atmosphere of reasonable chemical purity, provision of adequate daylight illumination and avoidance of undue daylight glare, okay? Provision of admission of direct sunlight, protection against excessive noise, and provision of adequate space for exercise and playing of children. Okay, dahil sanitary housing nga siya, so usually, yung mga physiologic needs natin, syempre yung shelter niya. Dapat maayos yung shelter na or yung house na ginagamit natin, no? Kasi usually, ang nakalagay po dito is yung mga, ayun nga, yung for shelter ng isang pamilya. Okay? And yung provision of adequate space for energy and playing of children. Okay? Usually, ito yung mga kaano natin eh. Kasi isa sa mga physiologic needs natin, yung mga, kung paano ba tayo masusurvive. Paano ba natin masusurvive yung kailangan natin, di ba? Yun yung mga basic needs natin, okay, for physical survival. Siyempre, nandyan yung shelter. Isa po dyan yung shelter natin or yung housing sanitary or under ng housing sanitary natin. Okay? Siyempre, hindi natin mawawala dyan yung clothing natin, yung pagtulog, and yung health. Siyempre, and yung food, yung air, and yung drink. Okay? Pero dahil nga housing po, mostly, nasa sanitary housing po kasi tayo. Okay? And ito yung una sa mga basic principle to consider in healthful housing. So, ano kailangan? Again, protect against excessive noise. And yung direct sideline. Again, for shelter nga po ito. So, meron pa tayong fundamental physiological needs, provision adequate privacy of individual. So, kailangan yung mga housing natin, may privacy bawat bahay, no? Bawat ginawa nung bahay, kailangan may privacy tayo. Provision of opportunities for normal family and community life. Napaka-importante niyan. Yung, di ba ang housing, usually yan yung mga binibigay ng government ng libre. Di ba? Papatirahin ka ng government doon sa housing, libre. Okay? Siyempre, kailangan, kung libre ka na nga, ayan, dapat, normal family and community life yung nakasurround sa inyo. Okay? And provision of facility that make possible the performance of tasks of the household without undue physical and mental fatigue. Provision of facilities for maintenance or cleanliness of the dwelling and of the person. Okay? Usually, pag physiological, sa behavior po natin yun, no? Mental health. Okay? Para mental health po. Sa behavior. Okay, usually behavioral po. Yan yung mga dapat nating gawin kapag nasa housing na po tayo. Okay, next natin, we have protection against contagion. Provision of a water supply of safe, sanitary, quality available for dwelling. Okay. Protection of the water supply against pollution without dwelling, provision of toilet facilities, protection against sewage, contamination. So usually itong protection against contagion, ito yung dapat nating gawin para maprotektahan po tayo. Okay? Ito yung mga dapat nating gawin para maprotektahan tayo doon sa mga infectious agent natin. Okay? Kailangan safe yung water na naiinom natin, water na pinapaliguan natin, okay? May sanitary quality available. And also, yung water supply nga against pollution and yung toilet facilities. Okay, di ba? Kapag wala tayong toilet facilities or yung mga comfort room natin kung saan lang tayo, pwede tayong mag-cause, okay? Pwede yun yung mag-cause kung bakit meron tayong disease. Okay? Especially yung mga bulate natin, ayan. Usually, yan yung mga nagkukos nun kapag walang toilet facilities. Okay? Ayan. Ito, again, protection against contagion. Yan yung para protektahan tayo sa mga infectious agent natin. Okay? Yung mga agent na which is responsible for causing contagious diseases. Kaya nga contagion. Okay, it is the agent responsible for causing contagious diseases. Okay? Next natin, we have protection against accident naman kapag nasa housing tayo. So, erection of dwelling with such materials and metal construction as minimize danger of accident. Control condition like the cause of fires or to promote their spread. Provision of adequate facilities for escape in cases of fire. Protection against danger of electric shock and burns. Protection against falls and other mechanical injuries in the home. And last, protection of neighborhood against hazard of automobile traffic. So, ayan yung mga protection against accidents. Yan yung 4 basic principle natin para ma-consider natin na helpful yung housing nyo. Okay? Kailangan yung shelter natin maayos, free from noise. Kailangan malaki yung space para sa gagawin natin sa paglalaro ng mga bata. Ano pa? Yung, syempre, yung mga psychological and physiological po. Psychological, dapat peaceful yung surroundings mo. Okay? Kailangan normal life yung nandun, hindi yung puro pag-aaway, di ba? Sa housing. And syempre, dapat nape-prevent natin yung mga disease na pwedeng mag-cause sa atin or yung nagko-cause is yung mga infectious agent, yung mga viruses, yung mga bacteria natin. Kailangan malinis ang surroundings and environment din natin. Kailangan kompleto, merong toilet facilities. Yan. Yung water supply, kailangan malinis. Kasi minsan, sa housing, mostly yun yung ginagawa nilang inumin, di ba? Kailangan malinis po. Next, syempre, yung protection against accidents nga. Okay? Kailangan parang may emergency exit ka kapag nasa housing ka. Usually, dapat yung bahay ninyo hindi masyadong close with may mga tawag dito yung wala talagang matakbuhan kapag nagpa-fire na. Kailangan ang housing natin para makita nating helpful yung housing natin. Kailangan kahit paano may isang bintanang walang harang, di ba? In case na mag-fire, doon yung pwede mong alternative way na daanan. Kung hindi ka na pwede dun sa pinto, meron ka pang alternative way na dadaanan kapag may emergency. And syempre, kapag may ganun, kailangan para ma-prevent yung mga accidents na yan, especially yung fire nga, kailangan kompleto din tayo. Meron tayong yung ginagamit natin, mga extinguisher natin, yan. Yan yung masasabi natin or yung mga principle para masabi nating helpful yung housing po. Okay, meron tayong important in optimum residential environment. Okay, unang-usa is space for light, air, and recreation. Excuse me. Adequate water supply. Okay, proper waste and disposal facilities, drainage, importante si drainage, freedom from accident hazard, clean air, freedom of unnecessary noise and disturbances, insect, rodents, and mga control natin, building codes and zoning. Ayan yung mga important in optimum residential environment. Okay? So, next natin, tapos na tayo sa nutrition, sa occupational health, sa sanitary housing, and sa radio. Okay, radiologic health. Next natin, pang-5 naman po is yung disaster management. Okay, sa disaster management, the students are introduced to the different strategies in community disaster management. The student will be able to discuss the importance of disaster risk reduction in public health as well as present a feasible community disaster plan. So, So ano ba yung difference, ano ba yung disaster management and disaster? So the disaster management, dynamic process and encompasses the clinical management for planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. So usually, di ba, every barangay ata or every barangay, meron silang mga disaster mga disaster management. Sila yung nagpa-plan, 'di ba? Kapag may nangyaring baha. So usually sila yung unang kikilos. Sila kasi yung may plano diyan or sila yung may may plano, sila yung nag-o-organize diyan, sila yung nagko-control kung para hindi lumala or para hindi tayo bahain. Ayan yung mga disaster management. Okay? Siyempre, disaster is a sudden. Okay? Ibig sabihin, biglaan. Sudden and serious disruption of life caused by nature of humans that create or threaten injuries to a number of person and properties. Kaya disaster, biglaan lang. Wala tayong kaalam-alam na bigla na lang palang bubuhos ang ulan, di ba? Bigla-bigla na lang babaha. Okay? Bigla na lang lilindol. Okay? Yan yung mga disaster natin. Okay? It may cause, yung mga injuries sa mga person, pwedeng mamatay. And syempre, mga properties, kapag may lumindol, guguho yung ibang or gumuguho yung ibang facilities. Ayan yung disaster. And again, si disaster management, sila yung nagpa-planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. Sila yung nangunguna kapag may disaster tayo. Parang disaster control. Okay? Sila po yung mga nagkunguna. Okay? Sila din yung parang halimbawa kapag binabha kayo, sila yung nangunguna na lumipat na po kayo sa ganito. Okay? Punta na po kayo doon sa safe na lugar. Sila po yan. Okay? Meron tayong mga agency na involved sa disaster management. So meron tayong mga international level. Okay? Pang worldwide, no? Worldwide. Okay, international level, nandiyan si UN, okay? International Red Cross and Red Crescent. Okay, again, international level, we have UN or United Nations, yung International Red Cross, Red Crescent, and yung national level naman, NDCC or sinasabi natin is yung National Disaster Coordinating Council, yan. Yung Department of Public Works and Highways, yan yung national level ha. DOTC, yan yung mga Department of Transportation and Communication, DSWD, Department of Social Welfare Development, syempre DepEd, Department of Education, DOLE, Labor and Employment, DTI, ano pa, DOH, Department of DILG, DOJ, DOF, or Department of Finance, DA, and PARC. Yan yung mga government agency sa national level natin. Yeah. Yan yung mga government and agency under national level. And we have NGOs na hindi po government agency. NGOs. And regional or local government level, yan yung mga regional coordinating council, provincial coordinating council. And mga prevention and controls. Okay? Be prepared. Kapag disaster, again, sudden nga po, kailangan prepared tayo, no? Kailangan alam natin kung ano gagawin in case na may disaster. Follow requirements for building construction. Napaka-importante po nito. Na i-follow po natin yung building construction kasi napakahalaga na sundin yun kasi especially kapag may earthquake. Kung earthquake-proof foundation mo, safe na safe ka, di ba? Using quality materials. Hindi pwede yung may magawa ka lang bahay, okay na yun. Pero hindi mo ba pinaghandaan, di ba? Parang okay lang sa'yo kahit mumurahin, pero hindi. Dapat yung kalidad. Yung kalidad na ginamit mo sa pagtayo ng bahay mo kailangan may quality nga po. Okay? And ito yung pinaka-importante, earthquake-proof foundation. Pero syempre, dahil sobrang mahal kapag earthquake-proof foundation, pero isa ito sa mga requirements kapag magbe-build ka po ng isang facility. And fire exist. Okay? In case of disaster, tandaan, stay calm. Okay? Stay calm. Kalma lang. Okay? Priority, stay calm but act fast. Okay? Priority is prevention of injury and loss of life. Saving of personal belongings should be the second priority. So, unang priority natin is i-prevent yung injury and yung pagwala. Okay? A loss of life. Ayan yung pinaka-priority natin. Baka naman ang unahin nyo yung ang tawag dito, yung mga collection nyo. Less na, or pangalawa na po yung collection nyo. Unahin nyo muna yung sarili nyo, okay, bago mo i-save yung mga personal belonging. Okay, next natin, know where to get assistance. So, kaya kailangan alam kung saan ba tayo kukuha ng assistance. Hindi yung kung saan-saan lang. Okay, after the safety of people is ensured and appropriate medical assistance has been provided, rehabilitation of shelter and environmental health should follow. Okay? So, meron tayong mga types of disaster. Merong as to origin, okay, as to onset, and as to number of casualties. So, as to origin, nandyan pumapasok yung mga natural, okay, natural na pwedeng gawin. Okay, natural, hindi mo siya, mga sudden lang, okay, dahil sa environment natin. Okay, natural, air, land, and water. Okay, yan yung mga ginawa ni Lord, no? Kapag nagkakaroon na tayo ng through air, ayan, yung mga land and water, ano mo, yung mga thunderstorm, yung mga typhoon, yan yung mga natural. Yung mga man-made, syempre, yung mga transport, industrial accident, construction accident, ibig sabihin, involved na po yung tao. Okay? Involved na yung tao. Or ang tao mismo ang gumagawa kung bakit ba nagkaroon ng disaster na ganon. Okay? Release of dangerous materials, bright and craft infestation, and fire. Other, yung mga terrorism, sabotage, mga hostage situation, yung mga organized mass action, riots, and wars. So, isa-isahin natin sila, no? Una natin is natural. Natural, ayan nga, yung mga typhoons, yung mga monsoons, easterly waves, thunderstorm, tornado, and blizzard. Okay? So, sa natural, under ng natural, meron tayong land. Okay? Land. Disaster sa land, no? Una-una dyan, syempre, yung earthquake. Okay? Earthquake, ito po yung vibration produced by disturbance in stability of rock masses under the surface of water. And it is the natural phenomena caused by sudden release of energy accumulated in rocks that when the compression stresses exceed their mechanical strength, a rupture occurs giving rise to seismic tremors. Next natin, we have volcanic eruption. Yan yung may mga lava-lava na, no? Ejection ng volcanic materials. Avalanche, mga avalanche natin, yung mga sa snow, no? Yung sabi, kapag sumigaw ng nagkakaroon ng ganyan. Vast body of snow, ice, or landsliding down the mountain. And ito yung mga little or no rain for long period of time. Yan yung mga land. Next, natural natin, we have water flood, and tidal waves. Okay? Sa man-made, transport, air, sea, and water mischief, Industrial accident, explosion involving hazardous chemical and environmental pollution. Another man-made, we have construction accident, collapse ng building and other structure. So, sa construction accident, usually, yan yung parang binayaran ka naman ng sapat, binigyan ka ng pambili ng mga gamit, pero ang binili mo? Binili mo yung mga low quality. Then, ayun nangyayari, nakukulapse yung building. Madaling mag-collapse yung mga building dahil dun sa ginawa or sa hindi quality na gamit na binili mo. Release of dangerous materials like yung chemicals and nuclear materials. Man-made also yung mga fire. Okay, di ba? Minsan, pag may galit, usually, ay, sunugin na lang natin yung bahay. Ganyan. Di ba? O kaya, hindi mo naman sinasadya, naiwan mo bukas yung ang tawag dito, yung gasol, ayan, usually dyan sumasabog din, nagko-cause ng fire. Okay, and other form of disaster, terrorism, sabotage, hostage, alam naman na po natin yung mga yan. Okay, as to onset, yan yung mga disaster that occur with warning. Okay, ibig sabihin storm or volcanic eruption. Sa volcanic eruption kasi hindi naman siya agad-agad, di ba? Hindi siya usually sudden. Parang binibigyan tayo ng babala na magkakaroon na ng volcanic eruption like may bumubuga ng parang abo, ayan. Tapos tsaka lang siya puputok, diba? May warning. Ito naman without warning, syempre yung fire, hindi mo naman alam kung kailan talaga magpa-fire unless yung talagang isasadyain mo. Pero kung hindi mo naman alam na magpa-fire, diba? Like halimbawa, sa isang laboratory, naiwan mo yung autoclave na bukas. Ba? Tendency nun baka pumutok or yung incubator nyo, pumutok yon sa sobrang init. Diba? And mag-cause ng fire. Landslide, hindi din naman natin alam na magkakaroon ng landslide. Okay? As the number of casualties, multiple victims, okay, involved up to, yung mga multiple victims, yan yung involved up to 10 people. Vehicular accident, yan yung parang pinaka-common, di ba? Pinaka-common na multiple victim, vehicular accident, fire, and explosion. Yung multiple casualties, it involves many of 100 people. Okay? Pag 100 people, casualties na. Air crash. Okay? Di ba sa air crash, usually, napakadami ng mga talagang tao doon. Riots and tornado. Mass casualties, ibig sabihin, greater than 100 people na dito. Okay? Greater than 100 people and deserve community service and resources. Earthquakes and wars. So, wars like kung sa Israel, di ba? Talagang ang daming naaapektuhan dahil sa pag-aaway po ng Israel na yun and Palestine. Diba? Tama ba? And earthquakes. Usually, yan yung pinaka-most common din, earthquakes. Ang daming namamatay. And hindi nga natin alam kung kailan mag-earthquake. Biglaan na lang. Okay? And yung mga effects ng disaster natin sa individual or family, community, and country, pwede. Health, syempre. Economy. Syempre, kapag may disaster, yan yung usually talaga naaapektuhan ng economy natin. Sira lahat ng mga pwedeng pagkitaan. Okay? And yung, syempre kung halimbawa is yung palay, hindi naman dahil nga sa disaster, wala na silang nakuha na ani na palay. So, ang nangyayari, nagkakaroon tayo ng food shortage. Diba? Food shortage. And bumababa or nawawalan ng pagkakakitaan yung ibang tao. Place and order, peace and order, panic, increased crime due to needs, and public service. Okay? Public service po. Disruption of service, communication breakdown, transportation, and difficulties. Okay, so meron tayong last topic. Ito yung medyo sobrang dami. Okay, sobrang namin talaga nito. So, ito yung ihuhuli ko. So, bago natin i-start ito, is break muna tayo. Okay, mag-break muna tayo kasi sobrang dami nito. Para halos nasa 70 na slides ata ito. Okay, so break muna tayo by hindi ko sure kung matatawag. By 3, 4 hours. By 3,